Good evening, everyone. This is a Select Board Water Commissioner meeting for December 27th of 2021. Last meeting of the year. I'll read tonight's agenda. Under new business, we have Jeff Cattell about roadside mowing. From listers, we have an errors and omissions certificate. Need to sign a new People's Trust Company resolution paperwork. Appoint a member to the Northwest Solid Waste Board. We have a interested party for the rail trail representative. We can make a motion to accept that as we go. And you sign warrants and approve meeting minutes. Under old business, review class 4 roads and trail use for ATVs. Anything else we need to add?
Yeah, we need to discuss the sheriff's contract, and we need to probably have an executive session.
Okay. Anything else? Nope. Okay, we'll jump right in then. We have a interested party for the rail trail representative. It's Diane Crane. You guys all know who she is, right? Somebody want to make a motion to appoint her?
I'm making a motion to appoint her.
Okay, a second on that?
I'll second.
Alright. All in favor?
Aye.
Alright, we can put Diane down for that. Anybody, Northwest Solid Waste Board?
What's the,
Run across anybody that wants that job yet? Okay, we'll keep looking, I guess. We have to, do you have to have somebody on there, or we
We
can put it
should have
vacant, or just put somebody on there, and then if we find somebody, we can.
That's 1 month, that's 1 meeting a month, right?
I believe it's 1 meeting a month.
is that a paid board?
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, we'll talk about it some more here. Just write a name down for now. Jeff Patel on the roadside mowing, his contract up? Or
I don't-
he coming in?
He said he was coming in.
Okay.
Thought we signed it.
We did.
That was a
That's what-
2-year.
He does a year early.
No, I think we did a 2-year last year when he came in.
Oh, there's still a year left, so come in a year early.
Oh.
So. We can do this, Select Board Municipal Corporation Corporate Banking Resolution.
We have to do that because we have a new member on the board.
Okay, so. You'll fill in the, we gotta put down what meeting it was put in under.
In the back of it is a copy of our old one.
Do business with, how come they didn't put in their officers there? They left it all blank. We deal with that sucrose, that's for all this stuff. So we're signing that,
I think on the back,
the
Steve, is
office
a
of
copy.
corporation being authorized to certify to the bank the names of present officers to this corporation. That the bank be promptly notified in writing by a select person of the corporation of any change in these resolutions, such as a notice to be given to the bank in which any account of this corporation may be maintained, and that until it is actually so received, such notice in writing authorized. Alright, so I guess we just need to fill out our names.
Is that all the information again, or just signatures?
No, just signatures, we have all the information.
Oh, it looks like we filled out the top of it. The top was let's see. These are agents to do business with People's Trust, so we need to sign the top too. That's why it was blank. We need to sign that too. Alright. That's that. This list of errors and omissions from the listers, we just have to look at this and sign it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We are still going back and forth, or the listers are with current use still.
What's that AA task there, the top one?
I think it's a business that was doing business with the mill.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't see that spot down there.
Sign that now, everyone.
Did that just need three of us?
You just put it underneath it.
Jeff? Come on in.
Just sign underneath us, Nick.
Nothing on that side.
Slow meeting, slow night.
Is that something we're gonna have to have Joe come up and sign, that People's Trust?
I can let Joe know.
Okay.
What you doing tonight, Jeff?
No. Pushing along. I have my bid for mowing, early start.
Okay.
But I added the $500 last year for the extra mowing.
Yeah.
Well, since it's getting near budget time, I'd ask you to extend that for next year. And then I would add a year onto the bid. 2023?
Well, that's what you're trying to do, stretch that bid. I thought we still had you under contract there.
Yeah, you do, next year.
Alright.
But if you raise up,
Get another year on it.
you can make the $500 optional because it may not need mowing like I did last year. Depends on how it grows.
Yeah.
Because I didn't do all the class 3 roads. I did most of them, but a couple of them weren't worth mowing again. So, you know, mow it as it goes or whatever you want to put on there. And the reason for the extra year would give me even 40 years.
You like big round numbers, don't you?
You know? Then after that, I don't know, guess the price. or
We'll just
keep
shoot, we'll just shoot for 45 then,
going.
right?
Well, yeah, it doesn't really matter. Somebody's gotta do it, but
Yeah.
it's just a number in my head I was thinking about. If you guys like it, hey, it's alright for me. That added $500 could be, you know, some roads I may not have to do, but I'll check them all anyways.
Yep.
Second pass. If it's good for you, it's good for me. Right into the budget. You guys are all broke anyways, right?
Yep.
Exactly, so.
You don't wanna, we got a vacant slot here. Northwest Solid Waste Board there, we're looking for somebody to go sit in the meetings.
He quit it.
Yeah, I didn't give that up. I
You didn't
wasn't,
get any good out of those?
no, I wasn't, they were into the virtual meetings there.
Oh,
Yeah, I got a flip phone, my technology isn't that advanced. And, Debbie doesn't do that well for me, not that far.
yeah, I don't get a little virtual meeting very well either.
Well, she did set me up, cause I was on a virtual meeting with you guys, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yep.
What we were talking about last year, or something like that, but anyway, yeah. Greg wanted me on there just to find out what they were gonna do with the land over on,
By the mill.
yeah.
And you get answers out of them?
Never went to a meeting, COVID hit there and we lost a year.
Yeah.
Well, I guess, didn't lose it, but didn't amount to anything.
Oh,
But I never asked him. You guys ought to ask him, you know,
yeah.
whatever, I don't know.
I'm fine with it.
Pretty much the same as what we ended up doing this year anyways, is we had some overgrown roads that we had to go back out and do, so.
That's because of the weather. It rained early,
Yeah.
grew fast, and then it didn't grow, and then got weedy afterward, and when it did start growing, it didn't look good, so.
No, that second mow definitely helped to where it needed it.
Yeah.
Well, I always did in class 2 roads, but I did some other roads too, that I talked to Seth a little bit about it, and talked to Steve, and well, like, I don't think I did the Ford Farm, but Ford Farm doesn't hardly have any on the first crop, so it's all too shaded, you know. But,
Alright, I'll take a motion to accept that. I'll
I'll make a motion to accept that.
I'll let you second it then.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
We will extend you out another year then. Thank you for the good work.
You have to put another year on there and
Okay,
put the $500
well, we got,
bonus or whatever.
we got the 2-year bid right here.
Yeah, well, that was last
That'll
year.
void out
I
the,
think there's a 5-year bid in there.
yeah, the 5-year bid ran out 2022.
Yeah.
We're going to run out 2022.
Right, but not on 2023 then.
Yeah, so we're gonna do this one right here. Yep,
You can put on the $500 optional. Or you can put more if you want. You guys hear the story about Vermont women? Yeah. Well, it's a good one, they'll appreciate
okay.
it.
Go ahead then, if it's good for the viewers.
Huh. 3 guys sitting around the bar, talking about being married. And, first one there, he says, well, I married a girl from Connecticut. After the honeymoon, we got home there and she was supposed to clean the house and do the dishes and shopping and stuff like that. And, yeah. Said the first day I come home, didn't do a thing. Second day I come home and, she did a little bit of the groceries, cleaned up the house a little bit. Third day I come home, it was all good. House was picked up. So the second guy says, well, I married a girl from New York. And same thing, he says. First day I come home, she was still in bed sleeping. Second day I come home, bothered to pick up the kitchen a little bit. And third day I come home, it's all good. House was clean, groceries were done. So the third guy says, well, I married a girl from Vermont. And he says, first day wasn't too good. Second day got a little bit better. By the third day, I could open my left eye and I could see. I thought it was funny. You missed the whole punchline cover. You probably knew the Brian. Could have said Sheldon Grill would have got your attention, right?
Alright, I'll read the meeting minutes from the last meeting.
Miles done?
You're good? You're all approved. Thank you very much.
You can do my paperback one.
You want her to make a copy of
Yeah, I'll make a copy.
it? Or Debbie can make a copy of it or something.
Please, send me a few copies.
How about I give it to Debbie
So you want to
tomorrow,
make it in late?
after you make a copy.
Great, thank you.
You're
You must
welcome.
have been making it late, 'cause
Thanks, guys.
Yep, thanks, Jeff.
Have a good New Year.
Yep, you too. Alright, I'll read the meeting minutes from the previous meeting. It was, December 13th, 2021. Present was Stephen Dodd, Seth Hungerford, David Kluget, Kim Dufresne, Stephen Trombley, John Slay, and Seth Patel. Excuse me. 7:30, I called the meeting to order and read the agenda. Addition was made to go into executive session at the end of the regular meeting. Seth Patel updated the board on highway projects. Guardrails on Main Street were being installed. Garage doors were delayed until January. They've been put in. replaced tires on the 1-ton truck and repaired the sander. Took a new truck to Clark's to repair the radiator. The time clock is not working. Board asked clerk to order a new time clock. We signed warrants 2146 and 2147. Stephen Trombley and John Slay discussed the town's option of opting in to be able to sell cannabis in the town. At this time, the board was not up to date on the proposed bill and will need to do research before putting on the warning for town meeting. We signed a Better Back Road grant for fiscal year 2023. I read the meeting minutes from November 22nd meeting. Seth motion to approve as read, seconded by David, and all in favor. We reviewed the water meter quotes. The board would like to talk to Hubert and sales rep to get more information. Signed People's Trust Company line of credit for 2022. Approved a road cut for Mark St. Pierre subdivision on the Cattell Road. Missisquoi Rail Trail rep, we appointed Joe Dunleavy. Northwest Solid Waste rep, with no appointment made. 8:45, Seth Hungerford's motion to go into executive session to discuss employees, seconded by Joe. At 9:30, we exit executive session. Discussed employee pay rate and letter from Robert Fletcher, our town attorney, on the hydro appeal. At 9:30, Seth motion to adjourn, seconded by Joe. Meeting adjourned at 9:30. Take a motion to accept these minutes as read.
I'll make a motion.
Give a second.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. What do you have for us on the sheriff's contract?
I was curious if we'd heard anything from them since.
I haven't, is this an executive?
No.
Oh, okay.
Had we heard anything from them since?
I haven't, have you?
No. So I didn't know if that was something that we notified them of some sort of breach of contract and then we don't worry about them showing up in March, April. So we're not budgeting any more money for something like that. I feel like if they would have notified us ahead of time about their employment status or their difficulties providing the coverage, we would have been reasonable about it, but the fact that it didn't come up until 4 months later on a billing question.
Did he say they were gonna try to get back with us? Did he say they weren't gonna be able to cover us, or he didn't say?
He said it's in there, he said that he had 2 deputies coming out of school or whatever, their academy.
Yeah, I got an email right here from him. It says we had a couple deputies who were trained to patrol, decided patrol was not for them. In September, we put 2 additional deputies through the academy. These 2 deputies have completed the academy and their field training, but they are waiting for the last 2 mandatory training sessions that need to be completed. One class starts next week and we're trying to work with the academy to get the last class completed so they can start patrols. This was in December 7th.
I don't know, I wanted to bring it up for discussion because obviously, you know, if we didn't know this for months and we had citizens asking us about police coverage and for 3-4 months we're telling them, oh no, we have coverage and to contact the sheriff's department, but they knew the entire time that they wouldn't have any, or didn't have anybody to send.
Yeah, seems like you could have sent a message saying, nobody picked up your hours. We won't be up that way. Highgate's looking for a bid for 2022. Who do they have now? Highgate?
I think they have,
They have Swanton Police Department.
do they, I don't know where they have, they used to have St.
Who's
Albans,
making it from?
but
I think it
The
was
city or-
St.
Yeah.
Albans City.
You know,
that's who they
I'm not
had,
sure
but I'm
of
not
that.
sure who they have now.
I remember when they were going through all that. I remember who they were.
Well, they went with Salmons one year, and then that number wasn't good for us because they weren't making money, or they weren't breaking even, I guess is the way there should be said. But I don't know if they went with City again, or if they went with Swan Village, I'm not sure of that.
I'm not sure either.
So it sounds like we're just put on the bulletin board and anybody that signs up for overtime gets to come up here and patrol. Alright, by the sounds of this, it says, I want to get back to you on your question about coverage last week. Checking the schedule, we have 10 hours of patrol weekly for the town of Sheldon. We post a schedule with hours available and deputies have usually signed up for hours. We have not had deputies sign up for the overtime recently. Unused hours are added to next week's schedule and the town is not billed until hours are worked. We're expecting 2 newly trained deputies to come off field training and we'll catch up hours open in Sheldon Patrol. Got his hands full with St. Albans Town, must be, don't have enough deputies.
I mean,
Yeah, so I don't know, I guess we can,
to me, he's already breached the contract anyways, by not fulfilling
Right.
what he said he was going to, so, I mean, if we ratify or notify, I mean, to me, he's already broken, you know, so it's like, it's done, you know.
what are our other options?
I mean, null and not having any coverage whatsoever for the next 6 months, I mean, that's basically, cause our contract's in July, it starts, right?
Yep.
So either we have no additional coverage, cause if we dial 911, someone's gonna show up, or we get what we get from here on out, and basically the contract doesn't mean anything. I mean, that's the way I'm kinda looking at, I mean, I'm not,
But
where do we
at
even?
least they're not billing us for these hours, they're not billing us for 10 hours and then just not showing up.
Right.
You know, so if we get 4 or 5 hours out of them, or they do get full staff and they get back to 10 hours, like you said, till the contract runs out, and it gives us time to figure out other options, I think. But if we just say, okay, we're done, I mean, cause if he isn't, if the Franklin County Sheriff's isn't covering Sheldon at all, then, you know, 911 it's gonna be the state police that come all the time, and if you can get them. Unless you've got an emergency, they're gonna say, well, we're busy, we'll get to you when we can, but because they're short-staffed too, so. You know, I've heard people that said they've called and nobody shows up, you know, cause it wasn't a, you know, somebody waving a gun in the air. So I don't know, it's whatever you guys think, but my thought is we'll just, you know, now that we know this, that we're kinda put on the back burner, we should look for different options. But we aren't losing money by keeping them on. Really, if they're not working, then they're not getting paid. So.
Definitely doesn't give you a warm, fuzzy feeling.
No,
Definitely
no, I know.
makes us feel like we're
It's,
an
you know,
afterthought or a.
Like you said, it's a breach contract, and yeah, we're put on the back burner. If, you know, if somebody wants some overtime, they can come up here, but if not, then
Doesn't matter.
too bad.
And when we had the Crow Hill situation, like, we're under the impression that, you know, we're contracted with law enforcement, contact them, and they'll be increased patrol the next time they show up.
Yeah.
But the whole time, they're just waiting for someone, like,
patrol.
we didn't know that for the entire time, we didn't know that.
Right.
So, you know, we're telling people, yep, we'll tell the law enforcement that we're paying for to go there to handle this, and
Yeah, and I don't think we're the only town that's done that. Type of,
Pie in the face.
yeah, the whole, I don't know, but the whole, you know, breach contract or whatever, not doing what they were supposedly supposed to do.
I definitely
So,
agree with you.
It's up to you guys, I mean, if you want.
My opinion, I would like to keep them, and we get what we get for the next however long, and definitely, we're in budget season right now, and
Yeah.
we, you know,
Do some serious
do some
shopping.
serious shopping and do some serious talking and some serious pencil sharpening when, and who we choose, you know. If we
Mhm.
go back with them, well, you know, we know what we're gonna be bargaining for and wanting, and, you know, what we're gonna be expecting, and when we're shopping elsewhere, we know what we want, so. I mean, if we get something for the next 6 months, it's better than absolutely nothing. And like Steve said, we're not being charged anything, so, but that's in my opinion, they breached, so their contract is pretty much done anyways, but. I'm entertaining whatever you guys would like to say.
I just wanted to bring it up and talk about it and see where everyone else was, because it's like, we can't just sit here and do nothing, you know. We know that after the fact, and the whole time we had these very serious situations happening, people are asking us about it. So, and then, you know, I look at it like, we went out to city, and we made that decision based on, you know, we were gonna get X amount of hours to tell people. And it's like, if we'd have known that you weren't gonna be able to, for whatever reason, and it wasn't gonna be communicated for months, we probably would have gone elsewhere. But I have no problem with that, maintaining until whenever, but just figure it's something that we need to address.
It doesn't mean when you're shopping that someone else could say they could start sooner, and, you know, then that's an easier.
So on a good note, we've had some good citizens of the town that wanna get the skating rink going this year.
I heard that.
And, called me and asked about plastic. And I told them we had money in the right budget to go ahead and get it. And whatever else they needed to get it going. So that'll be a good thing, so spread the word that the kids can come down and use it.
Has it been flooded yet?
What is they?
It has been flooded, but I don't know how well the ice is right now.
Yeah, I just didn't know if it had been flooded yet, so.
So down by
Got that.
down here.
Yeah, we got that freezing rain the other night there, so that probably didn't help it any, but then snow right on top of that. I went to Seth Cattell this morning, said the garage doors are in, they come back with those weather stripping on, they were supposed to come back the next day when I talked to him, I didn't ask him that this morning, but they found out the old door tracks were welded right to those. Because he said it's all steel around there, and that's why they didn't get, so they cut the old tracks off, were able to get the new ones on, but he said they couldn't put the weather stripping in because they didn't have the right screws, they thought they were drilling into wood, you know, or nailing in or whatever. So they were supposed to come back the next day, said the doors looked really good, but he said they need that weather stripping because there was a gap. But anyways, and I didn't ask him this morning, if they did get that finished up. Guardrails got done. I had
Did they replace every single one of them? Because, I mean, I haven't gone by in a day. Every time I think about it in a day, I'm already past it, the
yeah,
post. It looked like, driving here, it looked like there was They look newer,
I'm
so
not
it's
sure.
hard to say.
He just said they were
Yeah.
done, it took him a day and a half there. I had someone call me and complain that Alfred was down there, he didn't have his safety equipment on, and he had his own vehicle. So I called staff to see what, because I didn't know if he had called him in to flag, because I told him if they were, because Jim was out for a few days for medical or whatever, and so I said, if you get in a bind, I said, I'm sure Alfred will come down and flag for you. Well, that wasn't the case. They had to get rid of the old post. Alfred offered to take them off their hands. So that's why his truck was down there. They were loading the old post on his truck. And so he wasn't a town employee. He was just there to help clean up the mess and get it out of there. And so that's what that was, just a misunderstanding or
Unsure clarification.
just had to clarify it for him. And the truck, did he get it this afternoon? Because I talked to him early this morning, he called me. The truck radiator was bad. They had a radiator in stock, but he said a grommet that between the radiator and the shield in the framework that holds the radiator wasn't put in right at the factory, so it rubbed, and that's what was making it leak. Well, they had a radiator, but they needed to replace that whole shield, or the bracket he called it. So they had to order that, and they didn't get it done before Christmas because the guy that was working on it was out the day before, so they didn't get it done. He was hoping they were gonna have it done this morning. Come back to him, but he said it was supposed to have been a simple fix. They had the radiator in stock. He said they had 3 radiators in stock, but they didn't have. Of course, he said they hadn't had trouble with the bracket. He said they've had some radiator trouble, and so they got it in, and once they tore the hood and everything off, and they saw what was going on, but he said they didn't have the right part to get it back together. But he's hoping to get it back today. I don't know, because I talked to him early, but he was gonna call and check on it. What else was there?
Looked like everything went well for on the water line. We haul out
Yeah, you
105.
mentioned that's all set, right? You got that all?
Is he hitched up now, or he is hitched up? He's charged water in his house, or I know it's across the road and onto his property, but is
Do we
he?
have a meter to put in there, or we just got?
We don't have a meter, but yes, he's charged for the hookup.
It's good.
Good.
He must be liking that. Swimming in the shower.
Yeah, other than that, you guys thinking on when you wanna do some budget meetings? First week in January or something, or we need to get started or sometime? And what times, you wanna do the same time at night, or you do earlier, or during the day, or?
Depends on the day, and I can do a little bit earlier in the evening, or I can do the same time, depending on the day.
What works for you, Nick?
It's tough because basketball's gonna start up again as soon as they come back to school. I can do during the day again, like we used to do the 2:30 or 1:30 meetings, or later in the evening works better for me. 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Any schedule's probably good, actually.
Yeah, I mean, first one, I guess we could go through everything and then write down all our questions for Kim and
Kim's gonna have her list already made, I presume, probably, right?
I will go through and put in stuff I know
Yeah.
for insurances and
Things that aren't gonna,
all of that stuff.
Also, if we do the back-to-backs, like we did a couple on Monday nights, that would work too.
okay. Yeah, if you guys wanted to come in an hour early on Monday night meeting night or something, we can get quite a bit done in an hour if we just close that door and go through stuff.
let's see how my schedule.
Where am I here? Is this January 22? Must be.
Yeah.
Is it?
It's 27, so yeah.
The 5th is a Wednesday. Let's see here.
Let me grab it.
So we meet on the 10th and 24th of January. You wanna do one the week before that? You want it Monday night better for you guys, easier?
Sure.
Or just do the Monday the 3rd?
Yep.
Where?
So, get to my calendars.
So.
Would that be
so 6
7:30 or
o'clock?
6?
Monday the 3rd, we don't have a meeting.
No,
No, that's-
that's what I'm
We're
saying.
doing it on an off
We'll
week.
do
Yeah.
a budget meeting on the 3rd.
Okay. Yes, I can do that.
6 o'clock, 6:30?
Later the better. So 6:37, whatever we can,
6:30 works. Can you do 6:30?
I don't know, yeah, my phone's dead in the car. If I can't, I will let you know though.
We'll plan for 6:30.
Okay.
That works, Steve?
Yeah, I can make it. One of you guys want Joe know, message her, and see if he can make it, if he can't, I don't think the other, he said he's gonna have to take home sabbatical here, but he's got him.
Did you have any information for us on the water meters, Kim, at all from?
Oh, that was on the, here, but then get it down for next week.
Okay.
So, what else we got? Anything? Northwest Solid Waste Board, just put my name down there for now, see if we can find somebody else. Let me know when the meetings are. They still gonna be Zoom, you think, or?
They are right now.
Yeah, maybe my wife can set me up on a Zoom in. Last time I was supposed to do it, I couldn't figure it out, so I just called them, talked on the phone. Alright, is there anything else we need to discuss? We good? Take a motion to adjourn for the evening then?
Oh, no, executive session, then adjourn.
Okay,
Make a motion to enter an executive session,
alright.
and then adjourn from there.
So we have a motion to enter into executive session. Get a second on that?
I'll second
I don't know
it.
if we need to second that, but-
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna enter into executive session and then we will adjourn the meeting as soon as we exit that. Thank you very much.